Welcome to this session on core analytical and project management skills for consultants. By the end of this session, you will be able to apply core analytical techniques to solve consulting problems, understand how project management supports successful client delivery, recognize real-world examples of these skills in action. In the dynamic world of management consulting, success hinges on a unique blend of skills. Beyond deep industry knowledge and technical expertise, consultants must possess a robust toolkit of analytical, interpersonal, and project management abilities. These skills are the foundation upon which successful engagements are built, engaging consultants to effectively diagnose client challenges, develop impactful solutions, and deliver exceptional results. Management consultants rely heavily on a strong set of analytical skills to effectively diagnose client challenges and develop impactful solutions. Here are some of the most crucial ones. When it comes to data analysis and interpretation, consultants need to have the ability to gather relevant data from various sources like market research, financial reports, and client interviews. Organize and structure data for analysis, ensuring accuracy and completeness. Apply statistical methods to analyze data, identify trends, and draw meaningful conclusions. Create clear and concise data visualizations, such as charts, graphs, and dashboards, to communicate insights effectively. When it comes to problem solving and critical thinking, consultants need to have the ability to break down complex problems into smaller, more manageable components, carry out root cause analysis, hypothetical reasoning, creative problem solving. Strategic thinking is critical as consultants need to carry out market analysis, strategic planning, forecasting and predictive modeling, predicting future trends and outcomes based on available data and assumptions. Decision-making, synthesizing information, evaluating alternatives, risk assessment, identifying and evaluating potential risks, and developing mitigation strategies. Here is an example of analytical skills in action. You are a junior consultant at a firm working on a project with the Ministry of Health in Kenya. Your team has been hired to investigate why rural clinics are experiencing frequent stockouts of essential medicines and to recommend solutions. 1. Analyze the data. You receive datasets showing clinic locations, delivery schedules, stock levels, and patient volumes. You notice clinics in remote counties have 60% higher stockout rates. 2. Identify root causes. Using the 5 whys approach, you trace the issues back to poor supply chain logistics, deliveries are too frequent, and there is no contingency plan for vehicle breakdowns. You build a simple cost-benefit model to test potential solutions as follows. You have weekly deliveries instead of monthly. Start using motorcycle couriers for hard-to-reach areas, and establish regional supply hubs. Your model shows that weekly deliveries could cut stockouts by 40% with an additional annual cost of 150 million Kenya shillings. You prepare a slide deck with key findings and visualizations, maps of underserved areas, stockout trend graphs, and the projected impact of each solution. Consultants are hired to deliver tangible results within defined timelines and budgets. Strong project management ensures projects stays on track, they meet deadlines, and deliver the expected value to clients. Let's look at key project management skills for consultants. When it comes to project planning and initiation, consultants need to be able to define scope, developing work breakdown structures, creating project schedules, developing realistic timelines, milestones, and resource allocation plans. Risk management, identifying potential risks, developing mitigation strategies, and creating contingency plans. For project execution and monitoring, consultants are expected to task delegate and monitor, assigning tasks effectively, monitoring progress, and providing regular feedback. Budget management, tracking project costs, managing expenses, and ensuring projects stay within budget. Issue resolution, identifying and resolving project issues and roadblocks proactively. Stakeholder management, effectively communicating with clients, team members, and other stakeholders. In project closure and evaluation, there is handling over final deliverables, ensuring all project deliverables are completed to the agreed upon standards, conducting project reviews, evaluating project performance, identifying lessons learned, and documenting best practices. Obtaining client acceptance, securing formal client acceptance of project deliverables. The tools and techniques involved are project management methodologies, understanding and applying various methodologies such as Agile, Waterfall, and Scrum. Project management software, proficiency in tools like Microsoft Project, Jira, Asana, or Monday.com. Communication and collaboration tools, utilizing tools like Slack, Microsoft Teams, or Zoom for effective communication and collaboration. Let's look at this example of project management skills at work. You are part of a consulting team hired by a Pan-African retail chain to help streamline the supply chain operations. The project is high profile, with a tight 12-week timeline and multiple stakeholders, including the client's senior executives, regional managers, and external suppliers. As the junior consultant responsible for supporting project coordination, your tasks involve ensuring the project stays on track. 1. Planning the project timeline. You work with your team lead to break the 12-week assignment into phases. Week 1 to week 3, diagnose supply chain challenges. Week 4 to 7, develop and test solutions. Week 8 to 12, present recommendations and support rollout planning. You create a simple Gantt chart to track milestones and key deliverables. 2. Managing stakeholder communications. You draft weekly status updates for the client's project sponsor, summarizing progress, risks, and upcoming tasks. You help schedule and prepare agendas for bi-weekly check-ins with regional managers and executives. 3. Monitoring progress and risks. Midway through, you notice delays in receiving data from 2 regions. You escalate this to the team lead and suggest a workaround, using proxy data while waiting for official figures. You update the project tracker and flag the timeline adjustments as needed. 4. Coordinating team tasks. You help assign tasks with the consulting team. Example, one team member analyzing supplier contracts, while another maps logistics networks. You organize daily stand-up meetings to align priorities and identify blockers easily. 5. Supporting final deliverables. As deadlines approach, you manage the checklist for client deliverables, reports, presentation decks, and an implementation roadmap. Another key area of development for consultants is interpersonal skills. Leadership and influence involves effectively leading and facilitating meetings with clients and stakeholders, mentoring and coaching, effectively influencing stakeholders at all levels within the client organization. On the professionalism and the presence front, consultants need executive presence, building trust, maintaining a high level of integrity and ethical conduct. Cultural sensitivity, adapting communication and behavior to different cultural contexts. When it comes to building client relationships, the following should guide you: rapport building, empathy and understanding, persuasion and influence. Consultants need to effectively communicate their findings, persuade clients to adopt their recommendations, and influence decision-making. For teamwork and collaboration, clearly and concisely communicating ideas, both verbally and in writing, is essential for successful teamwork. Collaboration and teamwork. Working effectively with colleagues, both within the consulting firm and with client teams. Conflict resolution. Navigating and resolving interpersonal conflicts within teams and with clients. You are a junior consultant on a 10-week project with a Pan-African agricultural company seeking to expand into new markets. Your team is tasked with developing a market entry strategy. You are responsible for supporting research, analysis, and client engagement. On day 1, attend the client kickoff meeting, take notes, and introduce yourself to build rapport with the project lead. When following up for data, send polite emails thanking the client team for their responsiveness to maintain a positive relationship. As your team divides tasks, you volunteer to support both data analysis and coordinating interviews with local distributors. You actively participate in team meetings, sharing your findings, and offering to help colleagues who are struggling with tight deadlines. Mid-project, the senior consultant is pulled into another urgent engagement. You take the initiative to draft the first outline of a presentation for the client progress review, showing ownership and keeping momentum. During a stakeholder interview, you notice resistance to your team's recommendations. You ask questions to understand their concerns and suggest framing the findings to highlight benefits for all groups, helping the team adjust messaging and gain buy-in. You arrive early, dress appropriately, and stay calm even when the client challenges your team. If you don't know the answer, you say, "That's a great question. Let me check with our team and get back to you," maintaining credibility. You prepare a summary email after every client call, outlining key decisions and next steps in clear, professional language. During the final presentation rehearsal, you give constructive feedback to appear on the delivery and adjust your own slides to simplify complex data. In conclusion, the management consulting profession demands a diverse and multifaceted skill set. From strong analytical and problem-solving abilities to exceptional communication and interpersonal skills, consultants must be adaptable, resourceful, and client-centric. By continuously honing these skills and embracing a lifelong learning approach, you can thrive in this challenging and rewarding field, driving positive change for clients and organizations worldwide. Now it's time to think about how to build your brand as a management consultant.